Officer Jones, how can I help you?
Hi, Officer Jones. This is Raina Fortini. I met you at the swimming pool. I think it was you last week or a couple weeks ago now.
Okay, I kind of remember you. What's up?
I know you're really busy, and I don't expect you to remember all the details, but you remember that the problem was because I didn't put my full address when I was signing in, if you remember correctly. Well, I just wanted you to, if you could help me out here, because you saw what I was wearing. I was wearing like leggings and a yoga bra top.
Okay.
And do you remember what I was wearing?
I mean, you're wearing like swim attire.
You remember what?
You're like swim attire?
Well, I had black leggings on that went all the way down to like my knees and to my waist. And remember I was in the pool and you said, why aren't you getting out of the pool? And I said, because I feel self-conscious.
Yeah, I kind of remember that.
Okay. And I remember you thought that was really strange. But the fact is I've been wearing that for the past 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And last week, as I was signing in, she decided to hit me with a new rule, which was I'm not allowed to wear what I'm wearing. And if you remember correctly, I told you that I, was self-conscious about how I looked, and that's why I had kind of a long, covering up myself kind of swimsuit on. Like I wasn't wearing a swimsuit. It was more like sports clothes.
Okay.
So, I'm asking you a favor here. I'm not trying to get you involved other than just as like a witness to the fact that this woman said nothing to you about anything wrong with what I was wearing at the time.
She didn't say anything about you were wearing.
Right, and I was wearing that for the past 6 weeks, but when I went the following week on a Saturday, she told me that the new rule is that I'm not allowed to wear, I was writing my name, I signed my name, address,
and she told you want to let well.
I'm not allowed to wear what I'm wearing because it wasn't proper yoga, wasn't proper swimming attire.
Okay. So what are you looking to do? I mean, I can't. I don't do this for the pool.
Well, at the same time, there were her friends wearing street clothes in the pool. And so that's why
I can't arrest somebody for wearing street clothes in the pool.
Sorry?
I can't arrest somebody or do anything for wearing street clothes in the pool.
Well, I'd be pretty tempted if you could. I'm just speaking to you more as a human being than a cop, because you're my witness to the fact that that was not a problem at that time. But they to tell you at the time that every time I go, they make up something to fight with me about. So the latest thing was that I wasn't allowed to wear what I was wearing.
Okay.
So I tried to ignore it, but while I was in the pool, she said, if you come back in that tomorrow, I'm not kidding. It was like, she basically said, I've been instructed to call the police if you don't follow my rules. And the lifeguard.
Oh, okay. Well, look at this again. It's something that you're going to want to take up with the board there, and it's not really something that we're going to be able. I can't change their rules as far as what you want to do.
Let me just tell you, it was 7:30. It was one of the hottest days of the year so far. I wanted to cool off, and instead of being able to swim, her supervisor, whose name is Anthony Dusablon, and if you Google that name, he was arrested a couple of years ago in Ossining for mugging people. I'm not kidding. Let's finish this and then we'll go. And I just thought you might be a little sympathetic. So the point is, she put him on the phone with me, and I asked him to spell his name, and she kept pulling the phone away, probably afraid I'd find out who he was, and which I did. And when he was in the middle of spelling the name, I said, just a minute, because I can't hear how you spelled it. He said to her, that's it, call the police. So it went from me asking to ask him to spell the name. She told me to take it up with him, just like you did. I was not allowed to. The police were called. I thought they must be kidding. The idea of having to speak to a cop again after what happened with you was overwhelming for me. So I spent the next 2 hours hiding somewhere, trying to upload the video that I had just shot to prove to you how she is harassing me, where she has made up yet another rule. While I might be a little loud and upset, I'm really trying to make sense of the situation so they could just leave me alone. So the point is, that not only was I not able to talk to the supervisor, the next day the board voted, just like the woman as she's coming downstairs doesn't know what's happening. Remember, she said, I think that she shouldn't be allowed here. Well, the next day we were informed that I'm banned from the swimming pool for this summer.
Okay. That's not thanks.
No shit.
Well, what is it that you would like the police to do?
I don't want the police to do anything. Do you keep forgetting that I'm not the one who's calling the police? And I don't understand why it's not a crime that she called the police twice. It was bad enough that she called you the first time.
No.
And then she has the nerve to call again. Some gangster from Ossining who mugs people, by the way, is the one telling her to call. And they're only doing it because they know that the same board people you talk to all have it in for me, as they have for years that I have been forced to endure this. And so I didn't call the fight with you. I just wanted you to acknowledge that you saw what I was wearing. There was nothing inappropriate.
Thursday, 4/20.